Yanez, he's a Contender Series winner. He's a young gun in the division. What are your thoughts on him overall as a fighter?
He's a great striker. Good guy, seems like a legit guy. Works hard. Been looking super slick, Kudos for him for doing as well as he's done. But I don't think he ever fought someone like me. You know, in the world of sharks and in this deep ass ocean of sharks, I'm that megalodon, huge giant shark that eats these sharks. I'm the guy that's fucking eating these guys when they think they're good. You know, I've trained with some of the best in the world, and I feel I'm up there. I want to thank Brian Caraway that taught me so much and grown my skill set, and he's by far I feel like one of the best grapplers out there. You know, not in the UFC now, but he's fucking a wizard in the mindset of fucking jujitsu. So I'm grateful for him for the opportunity he gave me and the skill set that he put on me. People are like, damn, you move just like Brian. Like Brian is his ground world class.
You're a big, solid 135er. I've heard that you walk into the cage like around 160. That's pretty massive, man. How much of a factor do you think size and strength will be against Giannis?
I think it's gonna be a big factor, man. And I feel super strong and light. I feel like I'm a light. I feel light as hell. I feel, and people see me like, bro, you look lean. I'm like, yeah. Bo from Extreme, from the UFC PI, been putting in so much work, and we're lifting. Bro, I got the power and the strength of a 45 or 55 in a 35 body. So
That's scary.
Yeah, I'm sure he's good. I'm sure Giannis is gonna work hard. He's been doing his things, but I'm a different monster, man. I'm just a different monster, and one of my coaches, Coach Casey, like, man, I feel you, and he's feel some of the best in the world. He's like, bro, you're different. The way you pressure, the way you move, and I wasn't never a good wrestler in college and in high school, but my MMA wrestling I feel world class.
Now, what challenges do you think or do you believe you will overcome within yourself in this next fight?
I think my striking grows. I feel my striking and my mixing of MMA and my striking to wrestling and my wrestling to jiu-jitsu and always staying on top and always running stuff is gonna be a big factor. You're gonna see me control the cage, control the fight, and if this guy trips and falls into my water, he's gonna get drowned. I'm gonna pull him in really deep water. And a lot of people like to swim in like little kiddie pools, but when you come in the ocean and you got these crazy monsters that are dragging you down, and you can't breathe, it's different.
In this upcoming fight, what do you see, man? What do you envision?
I feel he's gonna get knocked out or he's gonna get drowned. He's gonna get finished.
Gustavo Lopez, he's the next opponent for you. Looking back at his resume, what are your thoughts on the matchup?
Yeah, I feel like it's a great matchup for me. He's like I do well against shorter fighters. I have the longer reach and everything. He is a dog, man. He's fought some of the best guys out there, like outside the promotion. Like he fought Jose Alday twice. Stopped him in the second fight. The first one, he showed how much of a dog he can be. He got dropped a couple times in that fight and still came back and kept up and kept on fighting. So I got my hands full with this one, man. He's no joke. But also I look at my skills and compare them to his skills, and I just think I'm the better fighter. He does have tricky things here and there, but at the same time, like I said before, like I just believe I'm the better skilled fighter, and I'm ready to go 3 rounds, but I can't see myself going out the first with him because I just feel like my boxing is too crisp. I feel like I already know what he wants to do. I think he's gonna want to try to take me down, try to put me on my back, and just try to hold me. Honestly, he's fought some great guys. Like he fought John Castaneda, but that didn't go well for him. Uh, he's fought a good amount of people, and he's fought some tough guys. But I'll just keep reiterating. I just don't think he poses the biggest problems to me. I've already fought like really tough fights already. He's up there. Like, don't get me wrong, he's up there. He's a tough fight, and I'm like kind of like me just saying that kind of downplays his skills, but I just feel like I'm better. I feel like I'm better. Like, he might be like he is super tough, and he's like that grittiness, and I need that because if he can take a shot, I want to be able to go 3 rounds with him. And go to war with him just because that's how much I respect the guy. But if he can't take my shot, he's out in the first round.
the power that you possess, is it more precision? Is it more timing? Or you just have that raw power? You've had it since you were a teenager?
Man, this one thing. My dad always told me I had heavy hands. I think it's a bit of both. I've dropped people with a perfectly timed punch, and then I've also dropped people with like just like a hard shot that I just throw. So I think it's a bit of it's both. But I'd rather knock people out with like the timing and precision. Like I want to be able to like precisely knock them out. Like whenever I first dropped Victor in the fight, I made him hit the floor. It was a straight right that was down the pipe, and it just touched him on the chin. That wasn't my hardest shot that I threw. I just threw it perfectly down the pipe, and it sat him down. Whenever I fought Brady in the Contender Series, that was all power shots. As soon as I saw that opening, I just loaded up, and I loaded up to kill in that fight. So it's kind of like for me, it's a bit of both, but I love the precision knockouts just because like if you can make it look as easy as possible instead of you like making it look like you really loaded up on them, to me that's even cooler. Like whenever Conor McGregor knocked out Jose Aldo, the punch doesn't look hard. He just made it look super nice, super nice and tight, just knocks him out and he's out within 13 seconds. And I admire that type of I admire those type of knockouts. It's all precision. Those knockouts, those brute force knockouts, those are really good. When Alistair Overeem got knocked out by Francis, that's something to awe at too. But there's just something about those like precision knockouts that is just the beauty in it, like the technique behind it. He pinpointed, he placed it, and he's out. Like that to me is much more cooler, in my opinion.
You're on a 5-fight win streak, 4 stoppages. Do you see another knockout, a quick one like the last 2?
Oh man, I would like to go into the second round. I would love to. I want to get that. I want to be able to talk to my corner, in between rounds. And if anybody's the guy to do it, it's definitely Gustavo. He's a tough dog, man. I have like a great fighter, good fighter. But man, I go back to the skills, man. I feel like I'm high level with my skills, and I'm gonna prove that March 20th, man. I feel like everything's been turning in the right wheels for me, and I feel like I'm going in the right direction. I just need to keep doing what I'm doing, going out there, keep performing, and just keep showing everybody that I belong to be in the UFC. Because right now, I still feel like I need to like reserve, like make sure that my spot is reserved. Like I still have that mentality, like, man, if the UFC wanted to, they can cut me at any moment. I got to make sure I stake my claim and make sure that my name stays on this table, because I'm not leaving. I don't want to leave. This is the spot where the best fighters get to fight at, and that's what I want. That's what I want to be a part of. I want to be a part of the best fighter group out there. Top 10. I want to be in the top 10 in 2022. So, I'm already thinking of plans for way ahead. So I want to stake my claim. I want to make sure that my name is cemented with the top bantamweights in the world. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm working forward to. And March 20th, that's the first step. I had my debut in October, and now it's my second fight. And I just got to make sure that I'm not one of those guys I'm the short stint. Like I fight once in the UFC, get the whole like, oh, I was a UFC fighter. No, I don't want to be a was. I want to be a is. So whenever my time comes for me to retire, I want to be able to look back and be like, you know what, man, I went out here and I made a statement. So I was top 10. I was like right now in my head, I'm champ in 5 years. So I want to be able to go out there and like be able to prove to myself that I was able to do this. So that's my biggest driving force, and that's exactly why I want to go in there March 20th and start Gustavo Lopez.